Hi everyone, welcome back. Lastly, we talked about the perspective transformation. Today we will talk something opposite of it, which is affine transform. And in this concept, we will talk about get affine transform and also warp affine, which is similar looks like to the perspective transform, which we doing before get perspective, then warp perspective. Now today we are doing similar. First of all, we will get affine transform, then we will make it warp affine, following the get affine transform. Also, I wanted to talk about the get rotation matrix, but I don't know if we have not spend much time. If we don't spend much time in this concept, we will maybe also pass on this rotation part. Warp affine, what is this actually? To explain this, I get a picture from the internet, and let me explain from this site. Let me little make it bigger. Okay. Um, First of all, what we were doing in the perspective transformation, basically we were giving 4 points to our function, 4 points, and we were getting to the desired points. So we are assigning these points, and we also putting to the function as an output which we want to desire this point to here, for example, this one to here, this one to here, and we were getting this one. This is perspective transformation. But in here, affine transformation is different than the perspective one. First of all, we are not giving 4 points to the function. We are giving 3 points to function, and affine transformation is care about the scale. So it does not crush your result as a pixel. He apply all the pixels same matrix multiplication, we can say, maybe same multiplication matrix, same matrix apply to all pixels, and so as a result it does not crush the scalability of the image, not like the perspective transform. So basically it does this, and this is the biggest difference comparing to the perspective transformation. So it's better to see how it works in the code part. First of all, I will define a image to show the result. Let's say this input image, and I put a tree image, and also I need an output image. Let's call it output image quickly. Okay, and let's define it as a 0, which is a black image, and this size should be same size, input image dot calls and input image dot rows. What else? Okay, the type should be same also, input image dot type. Okay, let's define also the name window. This is input. Okay, basically also output and show. Let's make it input again. Okay, let's see first. So I want to apply warp affine to this image, and I want to get the desired output in this one. So let's back to the functions again. In here, first of all, we'll do this one, get affine transform. It's taking as an output point to f, and this is also we are desiring. So we will give both input and output. So it will give us a transformation matrix. This is 2 cross 3 matrix will be, and warpAffine will take this as an input, which will be this m, which I mean is didn't show here. This will be a 2 times 3 transformation matrix, and we will give this get affine output to here. Then we will give input image, we will give output image, we will give size. These are not really important for now, and we will get the result. Let's see. Here we shouldn't forget point 2f, and the output should be this. All these are arrays, and these should be include 3 elements, which will be coordinate elements. And let's see. First of all, point 2f should be reset, and this will be input m. Let's say it will be maybe mixing. What can we say? Input met. Okay, 3 will be, and also we will have out matrix. And let's define these things now. Input 1 is equal to will be something. Let's don't define now. Okay, also we need a outmet. Okay, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, 2, 1, 0. Okay, now let's show this. Now I will define these points, input points. For example, first of all, let's say in here I will define that image I showed you before. What was that? Affine transform. This one. Where is this? Where is that? Okay, this one. Now I will define these points in here. These 3 points I will define. This doesn't have to be in this order. It can be any points. So I will define these points basically 3. It should be 3. Okay, I wanna give this, for example, 0 to 0. Let's say 0.0 to 0.0. Okay. Now I will also give second one. Let's say here. It will be basically input image dot calls times 0. Okay, now the last one I wanna give in, let's say this one point is 0 to input image dot rows. Okay, now these are the input points which we give as an input. This one, and this one. Now I will give the desired point where I want to see those points. Let's say in here is approximately 0 to 250 or less, little above. Okay, this one. And the second one, let's say maybe here 500 to 100, let's say. And lastly, third one, let's say here, maybe a little below, 170 to 500, 170 to 520. Okay. Basically we did this, and what's next? Now we will get affine transform. Affine transform, the source are input methods, the destination we wanna output matrix, that is this one. But we should get M matrix, which we talked about in here. This part we wanna get this one as an output of the get affine transform. And after this, actually directly we can do warpAffine, which is source image we want to input image. Okay, output image, the output image, m is m, size is maybe we don't need to define, but let's see. Size of output image we already defined, but we can basically say output image dot size. What else? The rest can be default. Maybe done. Let's see. Okay, this is done. In here what we did, we gave inputs this and this and these 3 points in this array, input matrix array, and we give the output points, desired points here, here and here. So according to these 6 points at all we giving, it's giving us this result. To understand this concept more better, I showed you that picture, but you also see the result. This not like the get perspective transformation. It does not crushing. It does not deleting some the important points in the details in the image. So it's just giving. It's just multiplying all the pixels in the input image with the matrix which we are not we are, but it's calculating. Let's see that matrix also. That matrix, maybe we can directly see like standard C out. Okay, okay. Okay, this matrix, you see, this matrix, the get affine transform output, and it's calculating by itself, and as a result, we don't see actually in here, but there should be an example, I believe. Let's say affine transform example. Let's say, okay, we should write maybe OpenCV. Yeah, here. Basically, we are getting this matrix in here, and this matrix is calculated by some mathematical calculations in here. If linear algebra, if you are really curious about this, you can also check on this one how it's calculated, and after that is giving us this result and is multiplying all the pixels with this one, so it does not, how to say, it does not crush the scalability of the image. So it's giving us a, looks like just how to say, affining the image, we can say, as the function name. Let's play one more. What can we do? We can make some animation, maybe. Let's say, okay, let's put all this code in a while. Okay, and define in here is a counter. Let's say the name is this. Okay, and here if we want to, for example, rotate the image, the output image, I mean rotate means in the axis of the y-axis. For example, in this axis, if we want to rotate, this point should be decrease and this point should be increase in here in the y-axis. This should be decrease in the y-axis again. X should be constant. How to do that? This was the desired one. X should be constant plus, no, this one should be minus, this one should be plus. Okay, let's see the result, but I don't want to do this. Also opposite, then should be opposite. Okay, because coordinate system different in this one. And let's see that with the continuously. Okay, you can see that it's rotating. This X not changing, but Y changing. Oh, it's going more. It shouldn't be like that. So you can play like this, and let's do the same with the different X's. Okay, which is, this should be increase, or yeah, increase. This should be decrease. Let's see. Okay, it's wrong. We changed the wrong one because okay. Yeah, like this basically the affine transformation is like this. I don't want to talk about the mathematical part, but basically I think you've seen what does it mean actually. First of all, similar to the perspective transformation, we first getting transformation matrix which is M, and also then we are putting that M2 here as an input. Then it gives us the destination image. And okay, I think there is much time happened. 15 minutes. Okay, in the next video maybe we talk about the get rotation matrix 2D because it's very related to this one. We will again use this M in that one, so better talking about it in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next ones.